The Shure SM7B is one of the most popular microphones on the market for content creators, for streamers, for broadcasters. It is a well-known favorite microphone, and I may have bought one. And I say may have because, well, I clearly have bought one. I didn't realize until I actually started looking for this microphone. There's a hell of a lot of fakes out there. The fake market is huge, and in reality, buying a second-hand one like I have bought is fraught with risk. And so I don't know. I don't know whether I bought a fake or a real one. There are many reasons I decided to go for this. Audio has always been something for me that I've just never quite been entirely happy with. And I like to think that my audio is decent, but I've always just felt like I'm a little bit off. I'm hoping that investing in a microphone like this will help me to just perfect audio and I'll just be happy with it. It was a late night purchase, I'll give you that. And again, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, get it? I wasn't sure whether this is going to be a legit one or a fake one. And I guess we're going to find out today. I mean, there's always the chance I can return it. I did buy this on eBay, so potentially I could return it. The guy said to me it was legitimate 100%. I did ask him. I know that actually genuinely means nothing. He could just be lying to me in order to sell me this. But there's a few things that point me towards the fact that this might be genuine. And there's a few red flags as well. A few green flags, a few red flags. Yeah, we're going to see if I got a real or a fake one. Yes, this is the microphone. This is how I received it. I received it in a box, but it is wrapped in this, and I have not unwrapped it. And I've realized just now that I don't have a knife, so I'm going to have to try and use a key to untape this. One of the main reasons that I decided to buy this auction was because it not only came with this, it had two things. It was this microphone, which is here, and this, which if I take out the bubble wrap, you can see it is a Focusrite. It's a Focusrite Solo audio interface. Now, I don't really need this because I actually have multiple audio interfaces that I don't use anyway, but I already have one that I am using right now. So I don't actually need this. So I figured sell this on and maybe somebody might benefit from that and I can get some of my money back and make this microphone even cheaper. But also, my thought was that these two things are actually sold as a bundle on Amazon. You can buy these two as a bundle. The bundle that they do with the Focusrite is £445.99. Now, I just thought the fact that he's selling these two things together makes it seem like maybe he's bought them at some point and now is deciding to get rid of them. So they are, you know, it's a genuine bundle that he's bought and he's just, you know, doesn't need them. He's over it. He doesn't want them anymore. That was my hope. There's a lot of people selling just the microphone, but because it comes bundled with this, kind of made me think it might be more legit, and he's just kind of getting rid of some old stuff he doesn't need. Haven't tested if this works. It didn't come with a cable or anything, but I will test if this works. But this is not really important. This is not what we're here for. So this is what we're here for. Now, I've seen multiple videos because when I found out that there are quite a lot of fakes about, I did figure that it's actually worth looking and making sure that I'm not at least immediately buying a fake. There are some key telltale signs that you're buying a fake. It's hard to tell from like the few pictures that there were on the eBay listing, but the big tells are inside. Like if you actually take the back plate off of this, there are a few telltale signs that'll tell you if it's fake or real. A lot of the time, obviously, the fakes have been getting better over time. The SM7B has been around for a long time. They've had a lot of time to kind of perfect their fakeries, but clearly the sound is going to be the main telling point, but I don't have a real one to compare against, so I'm going to have to go on the visual signs. But the internal ones should be quite obvious if it's fake. We're going to open it up and give it an inspect, and I'm going to use a key to open this because I don't have anything else. Okay, there it is. There's the microphone. Couple of things that I learned on the internet. So first of all, this bit here, which is where the XLR goes into, the foam is kind of weirdly bubble wrap shaped at the minute, but that's fine. So first things first, this bit here where the microphone plugs into the XLR port. This bit on top is supposed to be more rounded than flat. And I don't know whether you can tell, but it's pretty decently rounded, I'd say. I can see that from the picture, so that sort of helped me. These grommets in here, this one here, and this one here, they should be pretty in there. They shouldn't come out very easily. So, I mean, they seem fine. This one does seem out a little bit. The same with, like, the windsock shield thing. This is kind of like a grayish color, and I think that's mainly because it's maybe older, but also I figured it's hard to tell on a picture sometimes. Color doesn't always come across. Lighting is different. In reality, this kind of looks actually fairly black, but on camera it's looking a little bit grayer. That was a slight concern. Maybe because he's had this microphone for a little bit, he maybe, you know, it's just aged over time and you can get replacements of these. The thing I saw online a lot is if it says Shure and then has a little R, like a little, I don't know what that is, like a trademark logo or like a copyright logo, but it's not, it's an R. Apparently if it has one of those, that's not a great sign, but apparently also they do those sometimes depending on where your particular microphone was manufactured. But mine doesn't have one, so maybe a good sign. The cable, this cable here that is connected, when it's like locked as far back as it can go, the stand, you should not be able to put that cable over this point, which I clearly cannot, which is good. So far, initial findings are good, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything because, again, like I said, the fakes are getting better at being faked. Before we get to the part where we open this up, because we can open this with these little screws, before we do that, you can take the foam windshield off somehow. Don't twist or pull the foam. I wasn't going to do that. In preparation for the fact that I knew I was going to take it apart, I brought this little screwdriver toolkit. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a little pick thing just to get under the windscreen thing, because I don't really have good nails for doing that. There we go. So that comes off. Again, I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know whether that looks particularly good or not. I mean, as far as I can tell, that looks okay. Looks kind of fine to me. Again, because I don't have anything to compare against, looking at that doesn't mean a hell of a lot. So, what I'm looking for in the back here. First things first, these screw holes, you want them to be countersunk. So the screws fit flushly? The screws fit flush on the back. And then what we're really looking for is the metal piece under this. We want that. We don't want that to be silver. If that's silver, we're screwed. Okie dokie, we're good. We got a brass silver bit. Can you see that? That's brass. It's like a brassy color. And then the wires inside are very thin. They are green, yellow, black, and white, which again, I think is a great sign. Another thing is the inside of the back here is silver and not black like the casing. That is another way to see a fake. To me, this is actually looking 100% genuine. This is looking 100% genuine. So happy about that because, like I said, I bought this kind of late at night. I did a late at night shopping, which never a good idea. Don't do that. Don't be buying things late at night. It was not cheap. And I do have so many different microphones, so many that are very good, very nice. Like, I'm very happy with this one. But there's always been that part of me that's like, God damn, I just kind of want that Shure SM7B though. There's something to it. And so when I saw this one and I started looking into them and I was like, they're pretty expensive. And then I found this one and it came with the Scarlett for the price that it was, which I haven't told you. It was £150. So not an insignificant amount of money, but goddamn, is that cheap for a Shure SM7B? I don't know what this is worth, £50 maybe, which means I got the Shure for £100. That's crazy. But having inspected this now, I would put money on the fact that this is a genuine Shure SM7B. Well, now that I'm happy that I think it's real, I'm going to hook it up and set it up on my Go XLR. So I'm just going to give it a go with that, and hopefully, I'm just hoping it sounds nice and good, and all my troubles will go away. 3, 2, 1. Hello, this is Colesy from a few days later. I have now set up the Shure SM7B, and I am happy, relatively happy now with how it sounds. I did record this bit before, but I hadn't really fiddled around enough with the settings of the microphone as I should have done to get it really nicely dialed in and set up. But I think this is where I'm at. In terms of this is kind of the sound I'm going for. I think this sounds much better. Overall, I think this is me set in terms of my microphone, at least for the time being. Now, this is a legendary standard microphone in broadcasting and in streaming and content creation. You see a lot of content creators and streamers using this as well as broadcasters. It's a legend for a reason. It is good. It is a great microphone. I think this is me set. I don't see me having to go out and buy another mic or an expensive mic anytime soon. The only thing would be fiddling around with the settings maybe a little bit more if I'm not completely happy at this point, or even setting up the arm that I use to have the microphone on to make it just a little bit close to my mouth, a little bit better position-wise. Now, obviously, you can go and buy more expensive microphones. They exist, and I'm sure they have a purpose. I do not know what that purpose is, and I do not know why specifically you would need a better microphone than this. This is already a fairly expensive microphone. I have been lucky here in getting the deal that I got, and I'm very happy with that, obviously. But I want to make it clear that I don't think you need to go out and buy a microphone at this level when you're starting out. You may not even ever have to buy one of these ever. Like, for me, it's like this little itch that I had to scratch, that I had to try and get the audio to the best possible level that I could get it. And I hope that this is somewhere that I'm happy with, at least for a while. But you can clearly get good sound without having to use a microphone at this level. You can use much cheaper microphones, much more budget orientated microphones, and get great sound from them. There is no doubt in that. I have proven that to be a fact by the number of different microphones I've used and reviewed and done over the years. I'm very happy. I think this sounds great. I would love to know what you guys think to this. I also decided to re-record this a little bit because I wanted to triple check, and I went to Reddit, and I went to the r/Shure Reddit, where apparently a lot of people post their pictures of their microphones and ask fake or real with the Shure SM7B. So I did that. I took it apart. You'll have seen some of the photos of me inspecting it. I sent those photos on there to get the opinion of some other people that might know a lot more than I do. And they all agreed that it was real. And so I'm happy. And now I'm fully like 100% happy that this is a genuine Shure SM7B that I just got for a hell of a deal. And I hope this video has been useful for some of you. I hope for other people out there that maybe have an SM7B, or maybe they're looking at getting one. Maybe it makes you think more about what to look for in shopping for one. Or if you already have one, maybe this has been useful in you checking to make sure that yours is a genuine, real Shure SM7B. Yes, I have to give a big shout out to Night Owl 1 on YouTube. You might have seen him on TikTok as well. I know he's big on there. He did a video that is Shure SM7B and GoXLR setup. That is what I followed to produce the settings that I've decided to go for. Change them a little bit because everyone's setup is slightly different. But I have to give a big shout out to Night Owl for coming up with, or sharing his setup and his settings so that we could set that up. I hope this video has been super helpful to you guys. I hope it has been useful. If you have liked today's video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you care to. It would be very kind of you to do so, and it does help me out massively. But I hope this video has been useful, and I will catch you next time.